Hi everybody, my name's Mike. This is my YouTube page, Mox News. Thanks very much for tuning in. Uh, I'm just trying to touch bases with all the people who've been watching our live shows for the last few months. Um, which we do a live show every Monday through Friday at 7 p.m. Except for tonight, the YouTube has chosen to not allow us to stream live, and I mentioned to you at the beginning of the year how I had a guidelines violation. The guidelines violation was for me streaming the impeachment hearing of Donald Trump off a C-SPAN video, the same stream that absolutely every other news agency in the world was using, because there was only one stream. And it all came from C-SPAN, and it was all made available to all news agencies. And I got a guidelines violation for using, as a journalist, doing my job and presenting this impeachment hearing to my viewing audience. I got a guidelines violation for that. Now, I pointed this out to you after I got the guidelines violation. And then at the beginning of the year, it said that the guidelines violation was going to end, was going to expire on January 1st, 2020. And here's a picture of that right here. And then the next day, on January 2nd, it said the guidelines violation is going to expire on January 2nd. And on January 2nd, I wrote YouTube and I said, hey, there's something going on here. Can you fix this? It's like a form of psychological torture where you keep moving the expiration date of this strike against my account further down the road. The guideline, again, the strike was on December 15th. Was it December? Let me see. The strike was on December, it was on November 15th. So on November 15th, I acknowledged their guidelines violation in the form of an appeal, which said, this is the same stream everyone else is using. C-SPAN has made it available to all journalistic outlets to use as fair use video for the world to see. Why are you doing this to me? And they said, appeal rejected. And I showed you all this before. So again, the violation was on November 15th. The so-called violation, excuse me, and then the violations last 90 days. Okay, so I was really surprised on January 1st when it said that it was going to expire. I didn't honestly believe that it was going to, but it said it was, and I told YouTube this is a form of psychological torture. It's unfair. And then they took away the expiration date off my violation. And now, although it says that according to the X's, you have like your little graph here of where you have a violation on, it says no community guidelines violation, and then underneath it, it shows a community guidelines violation. Okay, so, and then in my dashboard, it says that I have an active community guidelines violation. And then last night at 3 a.m. in the morning, after we got done with last night's show, when I was cutting a couple of clips for you guys, because I thought that you'd want to see these videos that I happen to capture after the show, I got a copyright violation. And I was like, where'd this come from? And I pulled out a bunch of hard drives. I got I keep everything because they just take the video down and you can't see what it is that they're claiming copyright on, right? So I'm like, what the hell are they claiming copyright on? And I look through everything and I find they claimed the November 6th live show, November 6th. So I went, wow, man, a live show, what the hell? And then I go search through like 4 hard drives to try and find the November 6th content, because I keep everything. And by the way, out of hard drive space, I could really use some extra, a little bit of extra help. If you guys could kick down for some hard drive space, it'd be very nice of you. But I'm looking through all the drives for November 6th. I find November 6th, and I'm like, what the hell content is it that's that? And then it doesn't make sense. The clips that I have that they claim copyright on, it doesn't click in my head. It just makes sense. So I'm like looking at, and then I keep looking, and I search this person who made the copyright claim, and I find out that it was the background that we used. It was a fractal background that we used on that show that had copyright claim on it. A copyright claim made on it. I contacted the person who made the copyright claim last night at 3 a.m. I said, "Hey, dude, I'm sorry for whatever it is that I did that offended you. How is it that we can make this right? There's a very important archive of information on this YouTube page, and it's important to try and protect it." And he said, if you do this and this and this, I'll take the copyright claim off. So I wrote him back and said, "Hey, I did this and this and this." And he said, "Okay, well, all right, I'm going to take the copyright claim off." And that was like at, I don't know, 2 o'clock this afternoon or something. Right? And then, so now it's 7 p.m. and the copyright strike is still up there. He said he was going to write them immediately. He seems like a nice guy. He said he was going to write them immediately and ask them to take it down, but he didn't know how long it would take on their end. So usually I expect it to happen immediately when they write. That's usually what happens. So I don't know why this one's taking so long. But again, it's not that. It's that they're not letting me stream live. Not so much because of the copyright strike, but because of this lingering fucking guidelines violation that has expired. As you can see on the copyright strike, it says that they last 90 days. Okay? The guidelines violation is the same. That's the reason I don't have a strike above the guidelines violation. They last 90 days. It has expired. November 15th. Now, today is February 18th. It's been more than 90 days. Okay? YouTube, this is what's wrong with YouTube, is that the employees do not care. Okay? The management doesn't care, and the employees do not care. Okay? You're psychologically torturing me for absolutely no reason, and it's completely unfair, and someone should start a massive class action lawsuit against Google and YouTube for this psychological torture. It is not right. Okay, and I've told them this. I've written them now. They have on the page over, like if you go to the video manager to the left, it says send feedback. I've sent feedback more than 5 times, and I get nothing. I mean, they don't fix what's wrong with the page. They act like it doesn't matter. Okay, and that's what I'm saying. The YouTube employees, the YouTube management doesn't care. Doesn't care how it treats the end user. It doesn't care how screwed up its platform is. As long as they keep bringing in money every day, that's all they give a shit about. And it's completely unfair. And it's causing me a great deal of stress. And if I can find a lawyer, an attorney, to take on Google and YouTube for this extra stress in my life for absolutely no reason except for their blatant negligence. And honestly, I believe it's purposeful. I think that they want to fuck with people. And not just that I believe it, I'm certain of it. And it's wrong, and it's unfair, and it's the kind of people that shouldn't own platforms like YouTube. Okay, so hopefully we'll go back live again tomorrow. I don't know that we will, but I wanted to take a little bong hit with you because I know a lot of you wait to have a bong hit with me. So I got one ready, or I'll get one ready here. Hold on, and we'll heat up the pipe. We'll have a little puff, and then hopefully tomorrow we'll be able to go live again. Hopefully, fingers crossed. I don't know that we will be able to. but I'm hoping that we can. So, again, we do this every Monday through Friday at 7 p.m. Pacific time. You know, unfortunately today the YouTube sucks, as it does pretty much every day. It could be the greatest website on the internet, and instead it sucks because its employees don't care about their users. I keep getting these, oh, help YouTube be a better fucking place. You don't care about it being a better place. Stop doing stupid fucking polls and do your fucking job and fix your fucking platform so it works properly. So you're not psychologically torturing your users, which I know you're doing purposefully. Okay? Which means you suck as human beings. Not like we're not tortured enough by everything. This fucking government. I mean, it's just so wrong. This used to be a great platform. And since Google has bought it, it's just gone downhill, 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 downhill. And why? Because they want it to. They want it to be very difficult for certain people who don't make them money. That's the facts. If they could get rid of me, they would. And they think that maybe this will do it. So, if you don't want them to get rid of me, it makes a big difference when anybody gives something back. Mox News, on this one Mox News YouTube page, there are 11,000 videos. As I was saying, there are 11,000 videos on this one YouTube page. This is it's archive, this video archive of historical daily events is of value to all humanity. And YouTube acts like they could give a shit. Okay, that's the kind of people that work at YouTube. So, I'm glad I got a minute to share Puff with you. I apologize that we are not live. I'm as upset about it as anyone else. If you'd like to help Mox News continue to stay strong and build these amazing archives that are of value to all humanity, it's easy to give something back. There's clickable links in the text body of this video, in the description of this video, or you can go to moxnews.com. It should take less than 2 minutes for you to give a little pizza. Put a little something in my bowl. I really like pizza. If you can kick down for a pizza, that would be super, super generous of you. Again, thanks so much for tuning in. Hopefully we'll be live tomorrow at this time. I'll be looking for you. And if we're not, I'll go ahead and make another video just to touch bases with you about how much YouTube sucks. So stay cool till then. And remember, one of these days, this war is going to end.